What's up, guys? Johnwicksnipin here on a gorgeous Sunday in sunny South Florida. Just recharging my batteries, getting ready for 4 a.m. Kevin and I are probably going to be live finally for the first time together to follow what's going to happen with TBLT. But on this Sunday, I'm looking around YouTube, seeing some things with some other content creators regarding AMC. And I just want to kind of piggyback off of what they're saying. Look, we on this channel, especially I think Kevin as well, there's no intent to make anybody not continue to hold their AMC shares. I still have AMC. I'm still holding AMC. This is just another play. But the thing is, the content creators are going in a little hard regarding the situation, because let me just tell you something here. They're all saying the same thing. And they say, oh, it's another play, it's another distraction, it pumps up and then it drops off. Listen, all short squeeze plays are going to have their pump. And once they grab enough shares to re-short it, then it's going to dump. It's the same thing across the board. It doesn't matter what ticker you're playing as a short squeeze. AMC is a short squeeze play as well. So when it starts running, it will dump as well. So there's really no need to put out content saying, oh, if you get into that stock, that's a pump and dump. They're all pump and dumps. These are not long investments. Now, AMC turned into a long investment because everybody's still waiting. They feel like this is the most corrupt stock in the entire market. And that's fine to believe that. Hey, I still believe to a certain extent that AMC will have a decent run. I definitely have a much different expectation as to how much that run's going to be, but it's on you. If you think it's going to go much higher than what some people are starting to say, that's fine. It's your stock, it's your money. You play it how you want. You hold it for as long as you want. You sell it as fast as you want. But none of these plays have been distractions. Redbox wasn't a distraction. Redbox was a great lesson. And if you got in early enough, you made money. I have people commenting all over my videos regarding Redbox at the time saying they were making a killing. They're still commenting as they're making money in TBLT, saying I made money in Redbox and now I'm making money on TBLT. Thank you for the heads up on them. So they're not distractions. They're actual valid plays. They're short squeeze plays. They're plays where the shorts are over leveraged, likely over 100%. And in the case of Redbox, the numbers were altered. The lesson that was learned there is that just because you pay for Ortex or Fintel and all that kind of stuff, they can get that stuff wrong. They're probably wrong. So you can't even rely totally on their information. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. On Redbox, in the case of Redbox, that's what happened. They reported over 200% short interest at the time. They reported, I forget what the float was at the time. I think it was like 3 million shares. They reported that that wasn't accurate. So there was a lot of different things. They turned off the options, and that's what it was. And then you had a content creator like Kevin, free from it all. He actually pulled the plug. He at least didn't continue the narrative and say, no, hold to the moon, hold to the moon. He knew immediately, hey, listen, they're screwing this play up. They're killing the play. They turned off options for retail, and they skewed all the numbers. You had to abandon ship at that point. TBLT is not a distraction. The numbers finally were accurate, and they were actually better than Redbox, and people that invested in TBLT so far has made a lot of money, and we will continue to follow the data as we go forward. But just like all squeeze plays, they're all going to run the same, which is basically they will go up as you continue to pour in and buy retail, and then as people sell off, they'll have shares to short it back down. And that's every play across the board, whether it's GameStop, whether it's AMC, it doesn't matter which. So there's no need to try to bash a play based off of pump and dump, because AMC was a pump, and it pumped and it got dumped. And that's just the facts. Whether you like it or you want to accept it is a totally different story. But there's going to be a lot to be learned in the next probably 30 to 45 days about all of these plays. AMC, GameStop, TBLT, all of them. We're going to learn a lot about exactly where our theories are going to play at, or how they're going to turn out. In the case of AMC, AMC is going to have an earnings, and we're going to find out what Adam Aaron has been talking about regarding a pounce this whole time. And I'm hoping and I'm praying for myself as well as the entire AMC community that it's not just another carrot being dangled to the investors to make you buy up the stock up to the earnings, and then all of a sudden Adam Aaron does what he always does and doesn't really have anything to deliver. And for me, if that happens, then I will probably minimize, or I've already made a video that says come September 1st, if AMC is not at 20 or plus, I'm down to going to hold only 100 shares. That'll be it. And they'll sit there forever. And I don't mind riding those as far as you want to ride them. If you need me to hold those shares past numbers that look nice, past 50, past 70, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it for the community. I have no problem. It's a small investment. And honestly, these short squeeze plays should be large amount of retail investors times small amount of shares being held, not being over leveraged. But the problem is that a lot of people want to capitalize with every single dollar that they have. And in the case of AMC, a lot of people put themselves in that position. They over leverage themselves, and that's why some of them either want out or they want to minimize their position. I myself was over leveraged in AMC. I had to reduce my position, and because I did, I made a lot more money on other plays. So guys, really consider, what you're doing with your money, what stocks you're playing, and what information you're listening to, and especially what you're reading in comment section, because there is infiltration of trolls and bots that are in there that they want everybody to turn on each other. They want to say they're giving up on AMC. Let me tell you something. Anybody who's talking negative on someone's video about the stock they're talking about, it is likely that they have zero position in the stock. So please do not use comments as your deciding factor on what you should do with a play, especially AMC. AMC is still a good play in my book. I still have shares, but the time is coming. A reckoning is going to have to come to AMC. I, for myself, am not going to hold this until I am old and gray. I'm already getting old. I'm already a little bit gray, but it ain't going to go much further than that. Adam Aaron, if you're watching this, which I doubt, you've got until your earnings call. You better say something meaningful on this play, or there's going to be a lot of people exiting your stock. Johnwicksnipin is out.